Right now, somewhere in a quiet suburban living room, a Border Collie is staring at a child running across the yard, and every instinct in its body is telling it to circle around and herd that child back toward the house. In another home, a small dachshund is aggressively digging at the couch cushions, convinced there's something living inside them that needs to be hunted down. These behaviors look strange, even annoying, until you realize something most dog owners never stop to think about. Almost every single dog breed that exists today was not created to be a pet. It was created to do a job. And centuries later, even lying on your couch, most dogs are still trying to do that exact same job, whether you gave it to them or not. Welcome back to Decoding Dogs, the channel dedicated to understanding what's really going on inside your dog's mind and instincts. Today we're going breed group by breed group, uncovering the original job each type of dog was bred for, and showing you exactly how that ancient purpose still shows up in ordinary, everyday behavior. By the end of this video, you'll probably understand your own dog's weird habits a whole lot better. Let's get into it. Let's start with herding breeds: Border Collies, Australian Shepherds, Corgis, and German Shepherds. These dogs were bred for centuries to control the movement of livestock, using intense eye contact, quick bursts of speed, and controlled nipping at heels to keep sheep or cattle moving in the right direction without scattering them. That's exactly why herding breeds today often try to herd children, other pets, joggers, or even cars nipping at heels, circling family members, or staring intensely at anything that moves. It's not bad behavior. It's thousands of years of selective breeding trying to do its job in a home that no longer has any sheep. Next, guardian breeds: Great Pyrenees, Rottweilers, Doberman Pinschers, and Anatolian Shepherds. These dogs were historically bred to live alongside livestock or property largely independently, making their own decisions about what counted as a threat, often without a human giving direct commands. That independent protective instinct is exactly why guardian breeds today tend to bark aggressively at strangers approaching the house, position themselves between family members and perceived danger, or become deeply territorial over their yard even without ever being trained to do so. It's an instinct that predates modern dog training by hundreds of years. Then there are the terriers: Jack Russells, Yorkshire Terriers, West Highland Whites, and Rat Terriers. The word terrier actually comes from the Latin word terra, meaning earth, because these dogs were bred to go underground and hunt vermin like rats, foxes, and badgers, often digging directly into burrows to chase prey out. That's exactly why terriers today are notorious diggers, why they fixate obsessively on small moving objects like squirrels or even household bugs, and why they tend to have an almost fearless, high energy intensity completely disproportionate to their small size. They were bred to fight animals bigger than themselves underground, so that fearlessness never went away. Now let's look at retrievers: Labradors, Golden Retrievers, and Chesapeake Bay Retrievers. These breeds were developed specifically for waterfowl hunting, trained to swim into cold lakes and rivers, gently pick up shot birds in their mouths, and carry them back to the hunter completely undamaged. This is precisely why retrievers today are famous for their soft mouths, their obsession with carrying objects around the house, their love of water, and their general eagerness to please, traits that were deliberately bred in because a retriever with a harsh bite or an independent streak was useless for the job. Scent hounds, including beagles, bloodhounds, and basset hounds, were bred to track prey using smell alone, often working for hours across miles of terrain while following a single scent trail without ever losing focus. This explains why scent hounds today seem to completely ignore commands the moment their nose catches an interesting smell. Their brain quite literally prioritizes scent tracking above almost everything else, including their owner's voice, because that singular focus is exactly what made them valuable hunting partners for centuries. In contrast, sighthounds like greyhounds, Seleucus, and Afghan hounds were bred to hunt using vision and raw speed rather than scent, chasing down fast-moving prey like rabbits or gazelles across open terrain. That's why sighthounds today, are famous for explosive bursts of speed. A strong prey drive triggered specifically by fast movement like a squirrel darting past, and surprisingly, long periods of complete laziness in between, because their hunting style was built around short, intense sprints, not long endurance chases. Let's talk about working and sled breeds: Siberian Huskies, Alaskan Malamutes, and St. Bernards. These dogs were bred to pull heavy loads across snow and ice for hours at a time, or in the St. Bernard's case, to search for and rescue travelers lost in mountain snowstorms. This is why Huskies and Malamutes today have almost limitless stamina and a strong instinct to pull against a leash rather than walk calmly beside you. And it's part of why St. Bernards tend to be remarkably gentle and instinctively protective around children and vulnerable people, a trait directly inherited from generations of rescue work. Gun dogs and pointing breeds, like German short-haired pointers and English setters, were bred to locate game birds hidden in dense brush and then freeze completely still, pointing their entire body toward the hidden prey to signal its location to the hunter. That's why pointing breeds today will often freeze mid-stride when they spot something interesting, holding a rigid stance for several seconds before continuing to move. A behavior that looks unusual to owners, but is actually the breed doing exactly what it was designed to do. Then there are the companion and lapdog breeds: Cavalier King Charles Spaniels, Pugs, and Shih Tzus. Unlike almost every other group on this list, these breeds weren't bred for physical labor at all. Their job, quite literally, was companionship, bred specifically for centuries to be affectionate, people-focused, and comfortable being carried or held for long periods. Often by European nobility, who wanted a constant companion rather than a working animal. This is exactly why lapdog breeds today tend to be so intensely attached to their owners and struggle more than other breeds with being left alone. And finally, livestock guardian dogs used for predator control, like the Kangal and the Anatolian Shepherd, were historically left alone with flocks of sheep for days or weeks at a time with no human supervision at all, responsible for fighting off wolves and other predators entirely on their own judgment. This is why these breeds tend to be extremely independent thinkers, even by dog standards, often appearing to ignore commands, not out of stubbornness, but because they were bred for centuries to make their own decisions rather than wait for instructions from a human. So the next time your Border Collie tries to herd your kids, your Beagle completely ignores you mid-walk, or your Golden Retriever brings you every object in the house, remember, none of that is random. It's a job description written into their genetics hundreds of years ago. One that never actually got canceled just because they moved from a farm into your living room. Understanding your dog's original purpose isn't just interesting trivia, it's often the fastest way to understand exactly why they do what they do. If this video helped you finally understand your own dog a little better, let us know in the comments what breed you have and whether their job instincts show up at home. And don't forget to subscribe to Decoding Dogs, because next time, we're breaking down the real science behind why dogs tilt their heads when you talk to them.